Do people do that a lot with your stuff? They'll buy and flip?
Yeah, mostly with the prints. Not some with the originals.
Oh, you know what? I see that too, because those Griselda fans, they love buying and flipping shit, man.
The Pray for Paris joint that I did, you know, that print went for $100 and it's on eBay for like $3,000.
Jesus.
So, you know, it's...
How many prints did you do?
Well, whenever I do shit with Wes, it's, you know, it's really up to him. I mean... In the
more of a collaborative...
It's really his choice. I have very little say in what he does. You know, at the first few shit that we did together, it was an edition of 100, and then he quickly started doing editions of 187. Makes sense. It's on brand. So, you know, and I think it only recently he started doing like 250. You know, with the Virgil stuff and the rollout with, and then you pray for me, but. Yeah, I mean that piece was extremely popular, and you know it's going for, you know, I mean, so much more than what it actually sold. I
wonder,
for.
like, when you and like, because obviously West Side Gun's got so much to do with like giving you exposure.
Yeah.
Do you like charge him if he wants a piece? Like
yeah,
if he wants
for sure.
Thurman Thomas with an eye.
Bro pays.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah, but big bro. He pays. You know, my relationship with Wes is a unique one, and I think after the first year, you know, we did stuff together. I think it quickly became more family based than anything. It became tighter than I had expected, and you know, whenever we do shit, we don't even talk numbers. You know, he'll text me, yo, I need this by yesterday. I'm like, all right, I'm on it, and the numbers will be, you know, we'll figure out the numbers later. Right. With anybody else, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, Wes is, you know, my Dr. Dre. I mean, like that's my, for sure. You know, he put me on for sure, and I'll always keep that relationship like that because I feel like I owe it to him to just, you know. I mean, whatever he needs, he knows I'm there. So, but yeah, I mean, it's crazy how that relationship even, you know, came about. Like I said, after that first year of painting, I did that portrait of Pac. Third eye thing cracked off, and then some of my homeboys who grew up with Diddy's kids hit me up, and they were like, "Yo, you should do a portrait of Biggie, and we'll move it to Puff." So I did a portrait of Biggie. I was living in Vegas. I fucking drove 4 hours just to drop that shit off in Holmby Hills at Diddy's crib. Wow. So that was, you know, a stamp of approval.
So Diddy bought the Biggie painting.
It's a little trickier than that. You know what I'm saying? I actually never even met Diddy. A lot of people think it was like that.
Is it hung up at his house somewhere?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's hung in his studio in Holmby Hills.
Oh, nice.
What the crazy shit is that, you know, I never met Diddy, but he has posted that fucking painting so many times. I mean, that painting is hung in the recording studio in his house. Right. A lot of people have recorded in there. So many people
in the background and so many pictures.
So many people have posted my painting on Instagram. I remember Joey Badass was like raving about it. You know, this is kind of sentimental, but when Nipsey was working on Victory Lap, there's a picture he posted with him and Puff side by side, and you see my Biggie portrait in the background. And I was like, damn. I was like, I felt like my spirit was there a little bit during that process. And I never got to meet dude, and I would have loved to, because, you know, that was one of my...
Well, that's got to be one of your paintings eventually. You got to do the Nip one, man.
Well, I did a Nipsey portrait a while back for the Real Street Fest.
Oh, I was hosting that.
Yeah, I was... it was like... I had a friend who knew the people over at what was it, 1500 Sound? Is that what it is? Or 1500 Sound Academy?
Oh yeah, 1500 Nothing Guys.
Yeah, and it's like George Peniche. So they had a thing going on with like Fender, and I did a portrait of Nip to put on display at their booth. So I had that. That was the only portrait I did of him. But you know, I'm not really big into doing. Like dead celebrities. Right. I really only do that shit if it's if it the opportunity makes sense, if someone's commissioning it, I won't just. I did that already. I did that so much early on that I realized I didn't want to base my identity off of painting dead celebrities. It's not. I'm not.
No, you've done like shit, Josh Allen.
Yeah, you know, that's on Wes. You know, that's like Wes's curation and what he wants. But I won't do that consciously. I've only done it a couple of times, and if I do it, that's because it really means a lot to me to do it. You know, I wanted to build my career off of my own shit. I wanted to build my art career off of an original style of work versus being, you know, oh, that dude just paints. It's so easy
because it happens a lot.
Celebrities, do you see that shit all the time? I'm not. I think a lot of people misconstrued me with other artists. Like, I'm not an IG artist. If IG disappeared,
you still are. I'm
still gonna be like, you know.
It's kind of like modeling, right? It's like you could be an Instagram model, but could you like do print work?
Yeah, no.
Like, do you have an agent?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's different.
There's a lot of motherfuckers that don't exist in that world, but they exist on the social media platform. So if that shit disappears, it's like a lot of these TikTokers. You know, a lot of these TikTok motherfuckers had to find a path, because when TikTok started to fall off, you know, they had to do something. So either they got into music, they got into acting,
they
modeling,
definitely
whatever.
started doing a bunch of that.